Good morning. This morning we are talking about habits and also a few tips how to change negative habits into more constructive and positive habits. Okay, so this talk is really about those daily habits that get in the way of our success, of reaching our goals, and those habits that jeopardize our productivity. Okay, so this is what this talk is all about. It's not about serious addictions and those things that you know that it's out of control. You need a coach to help you change those habits. Okay, so these are just some daily tips that you can implement. So the reason why our daily habits are so important is that over time they actually determine where we are going. Eating habits determine the quality of our lives, of our health, and ultimately it will determine how quickly we actually get to our goals. So that's why it's important to actually consider these small little things we do on a daily basis and make sure that they actually push us forward to our goals. So the first thing that you can do is when there's a habit, okay, so say for example you have the habit, and many people do, is scrolling through their phones, scrolling through WhatsApp messages, emails, going onto Facebook, watching too much TV, stress eating, nail biting, all those kinds of habits. So here are some questions that you need to ask yourself. So you have to be aware when you start engaging in that habit. And then you need to ask yourself, but why am I doing it? What triggered this habit? So think about what happened just before you started with that habit. So say for example you grab your phone. The moment you grab your phone, ask yourself, why am I doing it? And often these habits are because we are bored or we may be stressed. Okay, so those are two key things that cause us to engage in bad habits, or habits that we would like to change. So see what the trigger is. Is it stress related? Is it that you're trying to procrastinate? And often with procrastination as well, yes, it's because you don't want to get to doing a certain job, or it's actually fear-based, fear of failure, but also fear of success. What's going to happen if I do succeed or if I don't succeed? So those are things that you need to look at under the surface. Then another question that you can ask yourself is, what need am I trying to satisfy here? And is it that you feel helpless, you feel stuck, and actually you engage in a habit that's got actually nothing to do with whatever need you're trying to satisfy, but it somehow seems like an answer. Okay, so that awareness is quite important. And then another question you can ask yourself is, this habit moving me forward? Okay, so most of the time the answer would actually be no there. And then you need to also be aware of causes like, say, laziness. Am I just too lazy to do this? And do I really need to do this? Is it aligned with my purpose, with my values? Isn't that maybe why I resist doing it and then I engage in a negative behavior? So here are just a few tips that you can try and see if it helps you. Okay, and I do these tips and they actually help me. So the first thing is to focus on your identity, the person that you want to be. And is this behavior moving you towards this ultimate person and reaching your ultimate potential? Or is it actually, holding you back? And then you ask yourself, what small changes can I actually implement? Okay, so you've got that awareness, so you grab your phone and then you try and establish what is the trigger there, and say it's because you are bored. Okay, and then ask yourself, but what's going to help me not to feel bored? Okay, or what other constructive activity can I do? And then you create a list of replacement habits. Okay, so you grab your phone and then you think, is this the best thing for me right now? Or what else can I do which is going to actually make me feel more productive, make me feel more successful, and living up to my potential? Okay, and then say, for example, you're wasting time, whatever form of time wasting it might be. So you checking your phone too often, you checking your emails too often, or I don't know, you spend time in front of the TV, which is excessive. So diarize the time that you spend. So think of everything that you do, or like now it's 9 o'clock, so between 9 o'clock and 9:15 I'm doing this live Facebook video, and then what's happening after that. So is it really necessary, whatever I'm doing, and is it bringing out the best of me? Say, for example, you are biting your nails. So here's a very good tip for it. So nail biting, yes, it's a habit, but it's often stress related. So in the moment that you become aware of biting your nails, all you do is you basically just press or squeeze your fingertips for a moment together, and you're just thinking of a place which is very relaxing, that's got a pleasant association for you, because your brain can effectively only focus on one thing at a time. Okay, so it takes your attention away from it and it focuses on relaxation. Say you are clenching your jaw or you grinding your teeth. So again, stress related. And get in the habit, the moment you become aware of it, get in the habit of just smiling and feel what it does to your body, because basically endorphins are released, and those are the brain's feeling good chemicals. Okay, so small things that you can actually do to change those habits. Okay, and say you get bored, so you want to, you typing in front, typing and in front of your computer, and then suddenly you want to rush to the fridge. So a good thing that you can do there is like, what can I replace this with that's actually healthy? And you replace it with something like drinking a glass of water or eating an apple instead of a cookie. Okay, so and of course this takes some self-control and discipline to also achieve this. And then I would like to end off with something that I personally often use, and I find it very powerful. And it's actually something that Brian Tracy says. He says, perhaps the very best question that you can memorize and repeat over and over is, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? So you get on your phone and you ask yourself, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? You run to the fridge. What is the most valuable use of my time right now? It's not constructive to run to the fridge. Okay, so I trust that you will implement this, and please send me some feedback of the tips. Tell me if they're actually working for you. I would love to hear from you. Have an awesome day.